Are you listening?
On Planet O, 89.7, The River.
Planet O, 89.7, The River. I'm here in studio with members from American Discord and Emma Reker. Do you guys want to start by introducing yourselves a little bit?
I'm Emma. I'm actually a promoter from Omaha. So.
I'm TJ, the drummer for American Discord.
I am Tyler.
He plays guitar badly.
And thanks so much for being here, guys. I know the weather wasn't the most ideal thing in the world, but again, thank you for being here.
It was fun. Yeah.
And you guys have a benefit show coming up called the Operation and Music Arts Benefit Show. That is happening February 7th at the Hideout. Do you guys want to talk a little bit about that?
I'm actually setting up, it's a punk showcase to benefit opening a new all-ages venue here in Omaha.
Very cool. How did you guys think of this idea of a benefit show that's going to benefit these young artists?
Jesus. Well, it's kind of my brainchild because there's nowhere to really do all-ages shows without having to rent it out for a lot of money or having to have those notarized parental permission forms, which is kind of difficult for some kids to get. So I'm trying to find a place where they don't have to deal with that anymore.
What would you say ultimately got you involved in this whole benefit show?
I've been a promoter here in Omaha for the last couple years, and it's just been something that I feel like the scene here needs really bad. So.
Definitely a great opportunity for young kids starting out.
Definitely.
I think it would be very, very cool for that to have. How did you guys gather all the different bands to get involved in this?
I just know a lot of people, I guess.
Most of them are bands that are...
Locals.
A lot of them are bands that, yeah, they're from Omaha, but a lot of them are bands that are underage kids anyway.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So that's kind of...
It's really, really difficult when you're an underage kid and you are trying to be in a band and play different venues, and when every venue is 21 and over or some sort of bar, it's really difficult to get any of your music out there.
Yeah, definitely.
So how many bands total are playing in this?
There are 10 bands playing.
Oh, wow.
So they'll each have about a half-hour set.
All punk bands?
Yeah, for this one.
Nice.
Yep. And then, like I said earlier, I do have the metal and rock benefit that also has, I think that has 8 bands. And then I'm doing another just like general music showcase in April that will have another 10. Just mixed genre.
So how old were you guys when you started out in music?
Oh, geez. In the scene, I guess my first show, I was like 13.
Yeah, I think I was playing in my first band probably at 14 or 15. My mom had to drive me to band practice. That's how young I was.
That young,
so.
yeah.
Band practice was in my basement. I started when I was like 14 years old.
Did your mom have to drive you there too?
Yeah, totally. To my own house.
So was it your guys' experience whenever you were that young and starting out that it was tough to sort of...
Oh, geez. I'm from a small town, so we didn't really have anywhere to go. I couldn't even... It was so difficult for me to go to shows until I started making friends that were old enough to drive.
Yeah.
Because I had to come all the way to Omaha. So,
wow.
But yeah, when the Ranch Bowl was around, that's where I went, which was actually pretty all-ages friendly. But after that was gone, there wasn't much. There's a sandbox in the hole for a while, but they didn't last very long.
So you guys are... This is why you're doing this.
Yeah.
You want to help these kids.
Yep.
You don't want
They
them
got
to...
a place in Omaha called the Sandbox?
Yeah.
They got a place in Kansas City called the Sandbox.
Well, the one
Right.
in Omaha's gone now.
There's a lot of different sandboxes.
maybe it moved to...
Everybody
maybe
plays
it
in
moved to
different
Kansas City.
sandboxes.
Yeah, moved down there. Definitely.
All right, very cool. We are going to hear some new music from American Discord. They are a band from Kansas City. Here's their song, Playing Dumb is a Thinking Man's Game, right here on Planet O, 89.7 The River.
We'll
Planet O, 89.7 The River. New music there from a Kansas City band, American Discord. That song is called Playing Dumb is a Thinking Man's Game. And we're here in studio with Emma Reker and American Discord, a few members of that band. We're talking about the Operation Music and Arts benefit that is going to be happening at the Hideout on February 7th. So you got all the funds going to be...
Yes, all of the funds are going towards, we hope after this show to start looking for a location. And then after the next two benefit shows, we want to start getting everything figured out, like the PA and furnishings and things like that.
So this is all just...
All going to it, yep.
This is very cool.
It's very cool of the Hideout to let us do that, actually, so yeah.
And I think it's something that a lot of cities kind of need a little bit more of. I've been thinking about kind of doing the same thing in Kansas City. Also, like Seventh Circle in Denver.
In Denver, it's great.
Kind of does the same thing. It's a music collective. You know, nobody's there to. It's not like a bar. They're not there to make money from the bands. They're there to keep the doors open, put some money in touring bands' pockets, and keep more arts and music coming through
Definitely.
the city.
Keep that alive.
That's awesome. And we are talking about music. So some of my other questions is, what inspired you guys to get into music altogether?
Geez.
I mean, this is a huge music thing. Like, what?
Well, I guess I was raised on music. My mom was always a music lover. So, I mean, since I was a little kid, I've always been obsessed with music. It's somewhere I feel like I belong. Like, the first punk show I ever went to, I was just like, this is where I'm supposed to be.
Yeah, I kind of had the same experience, like, as a youngster. You know, I was like, you know, just skateboarding and that kind of stuff, and like where my friends went, that's where I fit in, you know, kind of get in where you fit in type of deal. And it's just always kind of treated me well, you know.
It's like a family.
Yeah, it's like an extended family. Yeah, sometimes you hate them, you know.
Yeah.
That's how families work. Sometimes
but you still have each other's backs.
It's yeah.
I saw the movie That Thing You Do and really wanted to be Shades.
TJ wanted to be the Blues Brothers.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
No.
That's it. I'm done. Going home.
No. It's. I just didn't want to say the same things you guys did.
Right.
That's just where I fit in. Music was where I fit in, and where I felt the happiest, and still, you know, 12 years later after I started, still doing the same thing.
Still have that passion for it.
Yep.
It's great.
Yeah, and you guys are seriously definitely looking out for the youngsters.
Oh, yeah.
You guys know
because without them, it's not going to keep going.
Yeah,
we need them to keep it going. So.
Exactly.
And I need somebody to push my wheelchair up the ramp when I'm like 60.
When you're still trying to go to shows.
When I'm still trying to go to shows. Why are you still here?
Yeah, and so who would you say you guys, some of your biggest influences as far as like artists go? Like,
I think for me, definitely would be Rancid. My dad, when Out Come the Wolves had first come out, my dad somehow won a copy of Out Come the Wolves from the local radio station. And he just came home one day and was like, here you go, you know, like, I don't know what this is. Go listen to it, you know. And it was, I don't know, it just kind of hooked me. It wasn't like anything I'd ever heard before. And I was like, oh, this is sweet.
Yeah, that's very cool. So again, guys, thank you so much for being here. I know the weather was not very ideal for traveling, but
thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah,
I didn't need an excuse to drive 4-wheel drive. So.
That's awesome. You guys had a lot of fun getting here then.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
didn't.
She screamed halfway.
Yeah.
I'm glad there was an oh crap handle on the ceiling. So.
Well, again, you can hear American Discord playing at the Hideout on February 7th at the Operation Music Arts benefit. This is happening, like I said, on February 7th at the Hideout. So we look very forward to seeing you guys there, and we very much appreciate all you're doing for the local scene here in Omaha.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Excellent. Thank you for having us.
Yay!
This is gonna never
Ask me if I love my mother.
Are you gonna get a real job?
Planet O exclusive interview
Bye. I hope you liked it.
on 89.7 The River.
Planet O, 89.7 The River. So good talking there with Emma Reker and a couple members of American Discord. They're going to put on that Operation Music Arts benefit show. Definitely a great thing for this local scene here in Omaha. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to be back with more music right here on Planet O, 89.7 The River.
89.7 The River in the house.